Hey, listen, lenders, realtors, I want to talk to you about this. We're all going after the same thing right now. We need more clients, more volume, more production, and more checks. Really kind of boils down to that. There's no product that's going to do it better than Listing Booster. 1, we're going to train you live webinars 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 2, it's got lead generation like nobody. 3, we have all your MLS and all your personal information and data. So of course we make the single property websites. Of course we make the virtual tours. Of course we're mobile responsive. Of course we have shortcodes and all that stuff. And yeah, by the way, that stuff is all fantastic. But with Listing Booster, you get our theatrical trailers on top of that. These things are cool. Imagine like a 1980s or 70s trailer for a movie. We turn that into your house. We pull the information from your MLS and we make these beautiful theatrical trailers that people love. It's great engagement and nobody's doing it. The other thing is you get MoveTube, which makes you part of the only single property website that is on smart televisions that people can actually engage with. What does that mean? Well, it means that I could sit there and watch my football game right now and at halftime, go look at properties and see one I like and say, oh, yeah, I work with Cheryl. This is like an IDX for Cheryl, so I'm going to hit, yes, I want to see this property, and then Cheryl is going to get that email. All of your clients, when they sync with you on MoveTube, when your clients sync with you, they're with you forever. It doesn't matter where they live. If they use smart televisions, they're with you forever. And I got to tell you, this thing has grown so much. This is the biggest untapped portion of the market that you could possibly imagine. We, not Zillow, they don't have it, not Redfin, they're dead, not Realtor.com, they're dead. Us, with MoveTube, we will feature you free of charge. Feature you free of charge. Now, this is great because we also have a contract with iHeartRadio. Imagine your client cleaning their house and putting on their favorite bands and their favorite stations, as I do with Spotify, as they do with iHeartRadio on their television in their house while they're cleaning. The average time that somebody spends on MoveTube right now is an hour and a half. The numbers are extraordinary. If a realtor, if you want to do this, if you sync with a lender, it's free of charge to you. You get everything. Just carte blanche. You get everything. So reach out to us. We'll pair you with a great lender. And if you're a lender and you want to be a part of our ecosystem over here, we're killing it, then just reach out to us. All you all have to do is click this banner right over there. Click this banner right over there, and I will fill in the blanks for you. I know this sounds confusing, but trust me, this is where you need to be. Click this banner, right, on with the show. So a loan officer named Ken Dunn, he asked me, what is homewashing? Then he promptly sent me an article that explained the whole thing, which, thank you, Ken. I'm always looking for great content, so send it to me when you can. So homewashing is a verb meaning providing a plausible and positive cover story by a business or industry to conceal the actual reasoning behind strategies that increase work inequities. Well, it sounds like everything that we've got right now. Don't we have gas washing and mortgage washing and restaurant washing and pretty much everything else global washing? However, in the specific industry that we know as real estate, home washing, the term, is actually starting to carry some traction. Now, the idea is we now have a two-tiered system where older generations are starting to give way to younger generations, where the industry has built-in biases that guarantee that large businesses will control a larger amount of the wealth of that industry. That would be housing. So how exactly does that pertain to housing? Well, think about this, because I'm firmly in agreement. The same type of cynicism that has gone into promoting the supposed attractions of the gig economy has pervaded the recent astroturfed myth that millennials would rather be renters than homeowners. So let's call this home washing. Now, the truth is, the reason younger generations are renting more is simply because there's more rental properties, because that's what our communities are doing right now. They're zoning for more rentals and fewer single-family residences. So if you're a first-time home buyer looking for a house to buy a single-family residence, there's going to be fewer on the market and they're going to cost you more money. I want you to think about it this way. If you took $100,000 today and put it down on a house, that $100,000 is really only $80,000 based on our standards from July. That was only 3 months ago. That's how much inflation has taken place and the cost of homes has gone up. That would be $100,000 today is really $80,000 by 3 months ago standards. And I want you to think of this. You now, on average, have to make over $100,000 per year to buy a house in any market anywhere in the country. So it's not that the younger generations don't want to buy houses, they simply can't do it. So this would be home washing. So did you hear that a couple of Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein's accusers are currently suing JP Morgan Chase and Deutsche Bank? They're claiming that they benefited, these two banks, from the forced pedo rings that they ran for the rich and the influential. So the question really becomes, do you think Jamie Dimon was ever on one of those rides on the Lolita Express? Do you think he ever went to Epstein Island? I don't know. I do kind of wonder, because I think a whole bunch of people were on those planes. Oh, to see the manifesto of that plane and the videos of all those hidden hard drives that are somewhere in the country right now, I think it would be even shocking to the most cynical of all of us, me being the biggest one. And while we're on the topic, you might want to close out that Chase and Deutsche account if you have any semblance of a conscience, unless of course you think maybe, I don't know, all other banks are guilty of this as well, which you never know. Now, this is important for your mindset. A great story, so listen up. Consumers spent a record $9.12 billion online on Black Friday. Now, this is crazy, and it shows that as a society, we are out of control. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we blame all these changes over the past couple of years on COVID, or on inflation, or on wars, or whatever you want. But we are out of control, in spite of the fact that we have an out-of-control inflation, which means our money doesn't go as far as it did just a couple of short years ago, as pertains to the story that we spoke about just a couple of seconds ago. I mean, wouldn't it make more sense for a consumer right now to spend less today and wait for inflation to retreat? I mean, I ain't holding my breath on this whole inflation thing, but you get the point. And all of this is happening at a moment in time where we're already holding record, and I mean record bad revolving debt. So what's the moral to this story? We are consumers. The rate you sell as a lender, the price you sell as a realtor, it does not matter, provided you're selling in the same market and at the same rates as your competition, which we are by and large doing. Why would a buyer take a rate of 6 or 7? Well, it's because we are out of control and we will do anything to consume more. So why will buyers take a rate of 6 or 7%? Well, the answer is very simple. We are all collectively out of control.
I know he's out of control, but you don't know what it's like.
If you understand this, so just go out there and be the best in the market that you have an opportunity to be in. I hope this helps, and I can't wait to see you until tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye.